Hello. I wanted to come here and talk a little bit about mistakes. I tend to bring it up sometimes because I make a lot of mistakes, but today I made a major one. I had started this book, my May front book, without having inked it. So a lot of the pages, I ink them because I like writing on colourful backgrounds. And this time I hadn't done it because, well, I was lazy, no other reason. So I had started writing my gratitude, for example, my wins, all that stuff. I had started writing my development pages and my dailies. And there used to be writing here, for example, but I mean, these pages were inked, but when I inked the rest of the pages, the whole book got kind of soaked, which, rookie mistake. So these pages became wet also, and the writing was erased in many cases. Like here, I've filled in again. Sometimes I didn't even see what I had written beneath the stains, so I wrote something else. Something like, I think it was kind of something like this. And you can see that this has bled because the pages were damp. And yeah, look at this. This isn't writing, this is just bleeding. I mean, it is writing on the other side. And it's okay. I mean, I have old bullet journals from 2018 where this has happened, and it doesn't bother me because it's a memory. I think I dropped a glass of water on it or something, so some pages were completely ruined. And as long as your pages aren't that perfect to begin with, it doesn't matter. I mean, of course, you get pissed off because you try to make your pages pretty, but they're never perfect. So what's another stain? Like this. This doesn't look as good as it did when it was crisp and new. But life's too short to worry about it. Could say something about this. It's peeling now because of the same reason, because the page was damp. But this is how I want to journal. This is a packet, like the paper around eating, what's it called, like chopsticks for sushi. So this one side of the packet looked like this patterned thing, and the other side was just black, and I cut it up and made like a washi tape from it. And that's the way I want to journal. I don't want to buy a lot of stuff that really doesn't inspire me. I want to see those things. I want to look at crap, junk, and see possibilities. That's when it makes me happiest. This is from a book about roses, so just fussy cut them out. This is from a book about shoes, they're all very logical here. This is from a book about, you guessed it, tulips. And yeah, I keep saying I don't like fussy cutting, but the alternative is buying a lot of bookmarks or stickers for a lot of money, and it doesn't feel that good to me. So I prefer to cut things out. And this is from a book about patterned different like fabric patterns. Also good source of washi tape. Book about insects. This is washi tape because my husband bought me a lot of washi tape when I started all this, so I have to finish all those rolls. This is from a box of wine. It's the original, like the box had a picture with flowers all over it, and I cut them out and just put them in the corners like this. And it makes me happy to repurpose things. That's what this is all about, I think. And the inking, I should say something about that as well. I actually used not Ecoline like I usually do, and not markers. I used tissue paper and some kind of crepe paper, is that the name? Because again, my husband bought it for me because he knows I like colourful papery things. And I noticed that when I sprayed it with water and put it on a page, it quickly, the colour seeped out at once. So it was really easy to make these pages. I can show you over here. You can see the pattern a bit better. This is one of the first pages I made. So the crepe, sort of it's, how do you say it? Rugged? No. Like pleated almost. Very, never mind. You can see it here, how the pattern has transferred to the page. Really pretty, I think. What else? I don't know. What have I done these few days? I've started my weekly memories. I have made a spread for the month's highlights. So I'll be writing with a gel pen on these pages. Another mistake, when your book gets really wet, it seeps everywhere. So, yeah, this isn't great. On the other hand, it's not a catastrophe either, so just drop it. And actually, when I ink my pages, the whole spine gets kind of warped. And I think this time the cover is a bit too small for the contents, because there was a signature left from my April book that I left in here, and then I put a whole May book in. So it's kind of one signature too thick for this cover, because the cover accommodates 2 Leuchtturms. The cover. The cover. I made it the other day. I started with my usual thing, with tissue paper, that I Mod Podged on with PVA glue and water. And then I started painting it with this magenta color. And then I took a strip of paper from, a page from a book about old-fashioned writing. I think it's from like the 18th century perhaps, or something like that, and put it here like a kind of decoration. And then I painted over that, and it looked really good. So I don't know if you can see, but I put another strip here so you can see the writing through the paint, and that really makes it look like a paper blanks book. I have one at the back as well. This is Gothic script, but it's really, really, deep in the background, so you probably can't see it, but it gives some texture, and yeah, I'm really pleased with this cover. It looks really like sacred or important, or I don't know. And we've just been to see Ghost, so obviously that had to go on the cover. I have this cover page of sorts and a pocket. I don't remember what I've shown you before, so I'm just telling you everything now. Oh yes, another thing. My project pages, I am going to re... well, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to put all the food we eat, all our dinners on one spread. So I put that on my dailies and then I transfer it here. So I have one list of everything. I'm going to make a list of movies and TV shows that we watch. And this is it's going to be like a film strip, like the actual film. What's it called? No, Silver Nitrate. I haven't finished it yet. And this is for music, obviously. And then I have a new idea for upping my cleaning game, which is, however far back I look in my journals, that's the constant problem. I don't tidy my house. But this time I was thinking, well, I've had this thought for a while that I want to do physical awareness exercises. And that sounds like a thing. Perhaps it is. But I didn't read it anywhere. It was something I thought of myself because I've been talking about on this channel about how I don't do to-do lists at home. It really works for work, like Next Actions, GTD system stuff. But at home, I do things spontaneously. Otherwise, I don't feel free. It feels like work. So I was thinking on these pink pages, because pink is cleaning for me, I was thinking I might, sit in a room and just look around and really see the room and write what I see. So for example, here in the kitchen, I would write that I have hoovered today, but I can still see like crumbs and sand on the floor. There's a bench that is a bit grotty and there's lots of paperwork we haven't filed away, things of that nature. And just write it down, and not a to-do list, not put away blah blah blah. No, just write what you see. It's like an ethnographic study of your own home, and 10 years from now, that might actually be quite interesting because we might not even live here anymore. We may have sold the house and moved to an apartment or something. And I can read about how our house looked. And, it wasn't perfect, but never mind. But that's just a bonus because I'm thinking if I become aware of my surroundings more and if I don't live in my head constantly, I might just get the urge to tidy up because I'm actually seeing the mess. Because the reason I don't clean or tidy is that I can compartmentalize very well and I don't see the clutter. But if I sort of force myself to see it, maybe that will make me spontaneously want to clean. We'll see how it goes. It's, I have new ideas all the time. I'm very good at creating systems for cleaning, not so good at following them. That's the INTP conundrum, I think. We don't like rules very much. We do like coming up with them, but not following them. So I guess that's all. I can show the pages, my morning pages, that are, I've only embellished them. I sort of embellish as I go because I seldom write more than 2 pages in the mornings. And I have started drawing in the back here. I talked about it in a previous video that this is my my art section. So both for sketches and art journaling. So I've started a few sketches today. Her eye really pops. I think I need to make the rest a bit more darker just like her eye. Otherwise, I'm kind of pleased with it, although it doesn't look like the original. This one is really just, I've just started it. This one is a bit better. It's just started, but it kind of almost looks like the guy. But, you know, I will continue working on it. And that's it.